Hi,
Okay,
Michael.
what a final seven. Um, all right, so we are at Tribal Council, and let's just hop right into it. We played Blackjack this past round, and Sam ended up winning. So Sam, first, talk to us about the challenge and how that went for you.
The challenge was good. I I just decided to go in and have fun with it. So I bet almost everything in round one and ended up getting a blackjack the first round. So I got like 100 points back. And I just kept, I don't think I ever bet below 25. So I just kept trying. And eventually I got high enough where I just stopped. But yeah, it's always nice to have immunity, especially as the numbers start dwindling, because just like percentage wise, you have a high chance of going home.
Cool. Okay, Jerry, so I've asked you this before, but it still remains constant. You've received a good amount of votes at several tribals now. Will that trend end, and what are you going to do about it?
I mean, I don't know if we can count them real quick. I've had 3, and then I had 6, 8. I feel like I'm at around 10 votes so far. If I'm pretty sure, I think maybe 8, 9. I don't really remember around that, and I don't know. I mean, it's been a recurring theme so far, and so I would love for it to end, not with me going home, just people just letting me be. I don't know if you guys have seen, but I'm not perceived well by the jury, and so I mean, I'm an easy person to take to the end if you guys want to win. So I don't see the point in getting rid of me, and so I would really appreciate if you guys just stop voting for me. But yeah, I mean, like usual, I'm pretty scared of coming to tribal council without immunity around my neck, but it is what it is. And if it's my time to go, I will gladly go to Ponderosa, but if it's not, I will gladly stay here. And
Okay.
what?
Hey, so I just want to like point out that Madison joined as
Oh
Black.
yeah, I also saw it. I was like, what?
Yeah, I have Brian's Zoom because Brian has the fancy Zoom and I use it to host Epcot stuff, which is what I was just doing. Thank you.
I was just making sure. I was like, hold on, who else got the Zoom link?
Yeah, no, it's just me.
Okay.
Josh did an intruder twist.
Yeah.
All right, Billy. What has been the vibe since the immunity challenge? Since it's been a few days since live night, and what's the biggest factor into your vote tonight?
Have you ever seen tumbleweeds before, Josh?
I can't specifically recall a moment, but I probably have.
Okay, so just imagine like 7 tumbleweeds just tumbling around camp and nobody saying a fucking thing. And here we are at Tribal, where again, there was no scrambling before. There was absolutely no scrambling before Tribal Council, which was extremely unusual, but there was no scrambling before Tribal Council at any point after the immunity challenge. So to say the least, I told the person who I'm voting that I'm voting them, and they understand that. But if I end up leaving, I wouldn't be surprised because it seems like I'm being left out of something.
Okay. Seb, everyone here wants to get to the end. What would you say is the right way for you to be getting to the end?
Oh, that's such a heavy question, Josh. Oh my God.
And you can answer however you'd like.
I mean, as my great friend Alex Jackson once said, it's all about jury management. So you got to think about, you have to do anything you can to get to the end, but you also have to understand that when you get there, there are going to be people looking at you, asking you questions. They're going to be talking to you. They're going to be picking your game from the day one of the start of this to the moment you're sitting at the end. And they're the people who choose if you win or not. It's not Prod. It's not Josh. It's them. You got to understand that even though you made it to the end, it might not be the way that the jury wants it to be. So just jury management.
Thank God Josh is not choosing the winner because we know I wouldn't win. He rigs against me.
Okay. Michael, In the live night, you mentioned live night being revealing. Since saying those words, how has it been since then?
I'm gonna hold any comment that I have until the end. I'd like to go last.
Okay.
I want to see what the rest of these people have to say.
All right. Napolito, at this stage in the game, what's the single most important factor when determining who to vote out?
Honestly, I really don't know. I think everyone has their own agenda, and as I always say, everyone has their criteria. And in some sense, I agree with Seb about jury management. At the end of the day, like seen from a different perspective, it really doesn't matter who you take to the end, but rather how you address the jury and portray your game, and as to why you should win over the other person or the other two people if it's a final three. So I really think everyone has their own criteria. There are many aspects to consider. You can base it on physical game, strategic game, social game, but at the end of the day, everyone has like their own agenda.
Okay. And Kevin, with the numbers dwindling, how difficult is it to continue to try to trust people?
I mean, it's tricky because I mean, at least for myself speaking here, I've worked with everyone on that's left in this game here at some point of the game in some capacity. So I don't know, just hope that the people you put trust in reciprocate, and you move forward. But you know, it's also one of those things where like we said before, like we said during live night, like none of this is personal. So like if I go tonight, or like if I go at any point, man, like, you know, I had fun. I'm glad I got to play. Glad I got to play with these people. Like it's been a lot of fun, even if like, you know, I feel I'm about to get yelled at. But but yeah, like I don't know. I feel like I'm just rambling. I'm prepping because Tribal is late. You guys tore into my D&D session that I'm DMing, so I gotta make sure everything's ready to go as soon as Tribal's over. But yeah, that's it for me. Josh, I don't like you. All right, that's it.
And that's okay. That's all the questions I have. So you have anything, Madison, before?
Is anyone having a magical day today?
No.
No.
Well,
I
no.
am. No,
Wait. Can I show something to Madison before we continue?
I mean, I got me some boots.
Madison,
So
look at the shoes I bought today.
that's some magical.
Please show
day
me
for
the shoes you bought today.
You're not going to show up as your background, but
I'm gonna take my background off. Madison, you're gonna die when you see this.
I'm so excited.
Wait, I'm sorry for interrupting tribal council. This
This
really
is not an interruption. This is the most important thing I've ever seen.
Look at this.
I live. That's so cute.
I know. Anyways, we can continue with just Donald Duck. Okay. Anyway.
I live. Okay.
you,
Anyway.
sorry.
Okay. Who said they were having a magical day?
I
Billy's
said
having
me
a
because of
magical
this.
day?
Yeah,
I got me
Yes.
some boots.
I overslept and showed up 2 hours late to work today.
That's a magical day indeed.
Exactly.
Seb was
yeah, I've been in and out of the house all day, so you know, just living the life.
I hate
Michael, a magical day? All right.
I'm sorry
Evan?
if you don't know, not, I mean, magical day in general, magical day, I have words about this game in a minute, so.
Okay. Kevin, a magical day?
That.
This filter.
Iconic. Okay. Sam, a magical day?
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been pretty good.
Okay. Not magical?
Oh yes, absolutely magical. I just got me some
Okay.
booze and I'm enjoying the night.
Yes, I live. Okay, that's all I have. Thank you all.
You didn't.
No, Michael, you mentioned you wanted to go last, so
Yeah, I did. So the one
Sorry for
thing
the
that,
interruption.
so I think that revealing was a good word for the live night. And if I had to describe the time period between live night and now, it would be a combination of disappointment and annoyance. Like literally, there are 6 other people in this game right now. I love you all as people, as players. I'm as annoyed as fuck at all of you. Seriously, you know, none of you. Okay, one person had enough respect for me to have a conversation with me, like an actual conversation with me between like live night and now. You know, I said it was revealing last time because the people that I thought I was working with, you know, left me completely out of that. But I like for 24, 36 hours before live night, I was trying to have conversations with people about what was going on. And if nobody wanted to have me, that's fine. I just wish people had had the respect enough to just come out and say something to me, you know, because oh yeah, Kevin, that's really working well for you. Okay, so don't try that. But like literally one person out of the 6 of you had enough respect to come and have a conversation with me, and I thank that person. We may not necessarily have agreed on anything during this entire game, but I thank you for at least having enough respect to talk to me and not just say, oh, I'm not hearing anything, because I don't buy this bullshit about tumbleweeds throwing through camp. I may have seen them because nobody's talking to me, but I have a high probability that that is not the truth, that there is something going on, that it is my name that is probably going tonight. And I was prepared for that. I like for the entire time I've thrown it out there. I'm here to work with you, but if nobody's willing to make the move, that's fine. You guys make the decision that you need to make for your games. I am just, that's it. I don't know that there's anything else that I can say. I just like a combination of disappointment and annoyance about this because it's just been disrespectful as far as I'm concerned.
okay. If anyone has anything else they want to say, then we can just get to the votes. All right, please cast your votes in your prod chat and or confirm them, and I'll go tally those right now. Do your shout outs.
Shout out to my prod chat, which Nick fucking hates, but it's okay. You guys are probably gonna be mad. It's X, Caleb, Harry, Mac, Rachel, Risso, TJ, and Zach. And it's supposed to be Jake as well, but Nick removed him and he won't let me add him back. And so, but Jake, I love you.
Shout out my D&D party, Evelyn, Nikita or Jodalee, Mac, J Lives Matter, and Jacob. We'll see how you guys fuck it up tonight.
Shout out to my prod guests. We have Alex Jackson, Jacob Jackson, Rachel, Josh Rogers. Shout out to Zach Ped, who just won unanimously last night in 1984.
I need to put my background again.
Let's see.
Yeah, shout out Zach.
How do you put on these filters?
Shout out
picture.
shout out to this microphone I bought that every one-on-one conversation I've had today said that the rigging was happening. I love that for me.
I don't hear it here.
Of course.
But Sam, if you go to like where it says stop video, there's a little arrow and then just says choose virtual background. You can literally, and then right in the virtual backgrounds, there's a little arrow. You can say, and then you can add an image. So you can add any
video filters. Everyone needs to grab a filter. Shout out to my production chat, Michael Davis, Bria X, and newcomers Caleb and Rachel. Love you all. Bergs, Javar, Yoshi, Mama Sandy, Cindy, and that's it.
I just have to ask, raise your hand if Rachel's in your prod chat.
Now she is.
She's getting removed. I hope she knows this.
So I'm gonna do my shout out. I'm shouting out to the Jury House. I'll see y'all soon.
Not the blind side taking.
I mean,
up
other
space
than that,
from
I
your
have
pod chat.
I have nobody to shout out because I don't have anybody in my prod chat. So
What?
I would like to shout out myself because I am the most important person in my production chat. So
I'd like to shout out production.
Why?
Shout out
Why?
Nick. Shout out Nick. Shout out Zach and shout out Madison.
Guys, do I look hot?
No,
Thank you.
No.
Bryce.
I'll give you a shout out to Josh.
Oh my.
I like cannot.
You
think
know,
of this
hey,
now.
you know, the rest of you.
Shout out to Madison who sent me a really embarrassing video yesterday. For a small price of $15, you can get to see it.
Not this. All right, then I'll.
That sounds.
offer-
You
That
better
sounds
be
like
offering.
I will offer up Seb's video for the short price of $5.
That sounds like
$5.
OnlyFans.
You went $10 less for my video. Am I worthless to you?
So
What the fuck are we talking about?
Shout
pay me
out to Alex
$5, you'll find
Jackson.
out.
$5. Wow.
$5, you'll find out.
And shout out to Grace. Happy birthday. I wish you a happy
I was like-
birthday.
you said that
I
last
know,
tribal.
I know, but wanted to make it public.
You're late.
But this was happened last tribal.
My birthday's in Tuesdays, so
Nobody cares.
Shout out to my puppet. I'm home, so I now have access to it.
Oh my
Oh
god.
no, not
Wait,
the
wait.
ventriloquism.
No, please.
Hey,
Yeah.
Seb, at
Okay.
final tribal, can you only use the puppet?
Why does it look like Billy?
Sure.
This is hatred.
Yeah, 'cause this looks like Billy, right?
it does.
Kinda.
Oh my god, Billy and
Nice.
Seb meet up.
Who is most likely to win this game? The jury says Billy.
Okay, I'm back. All right, everyone here? All right.
Not
Uh,
really.
If anyone has a hidden immunity idol and would like to play it, now would be the time to do so. All right, I will read the votes. First vote, Michael. Second vote, Billy. That's one vote Michael, one vote Billy. Third vote, Michael. Fourth vote, Billy. It's 2 votes Billy, 2 votes Michael. Fifth vote, Seb. Sixth vote, Seb. That's 2 votes Billy, 2 votes Michael, 2 votes Seb. Seventh vote, Billy. And we have 1 vote remaining. Eighth vote and the 6th member of our jury, Billy.
Expected. I respect all of you. Got nothing really else to say, but love you all. I kind of knew this was coming. That's why I spammed a lot of you. But at the end of the day, touchy subjects is all about perception, not about actual ability. And I do want the jury, and I will be pitching that in jury as well. I did not lead any of the moves. It was all together. But at the end of the day, I want you guys all to play your heart out. My vote is open. So please don't go anywhere. And at the same time, please, guys, it is a game. Please don't take it personally. I love you all. This is a new placement for me. So yay me. So goodbye.
Thank you, Billy.
Hi, Billy.
I really love you. Oh, he's gone.
And with that, Billy is the next member of our jury. An error on my part.
It's a final four.
No, there were 8 votes cast in the urn.
I do have my hand up, by the way. I just want to know what the fuck. Like, why? I just want to know why. So like the 2 votes, obviously, like I wasn't playing my idol because y'all want to keep telling me it's Michael. I was the one person that went to Michael and said, hey, I'm voting Michael. I had a conversation with him. I said, this is what's happening. I honestly, I feel like I'm fucked in this game. I don't know why people didn't come to me. Like, y'all just assumed I wasn't voting Billy. Like, I had a conversation with Billy today and said I wasn't taking him to the end. I said I wasn't winning against you. So I'm being left out of this vote. Like, yeah, I'm a little frustrated because it's like, I just don't get it. Like, I'm not winning this game. I got voted, like, who's going to get second? Y'all know that. The 2 people who left during live night, they knew that. Billy knew that. Billy told me that. Billy said if I took him to the end, I was losing. And now I'm going to lose to all of you because I don't know what the fuck I'm going to do in this game anymore. Like, I don't understand y'all's gameplay at this point. Like, could someone just explain to me why they left me out? Like, that's all I want to know. Literally.
So you know, Seb, I voted for Billy, but my perspective was just to survive tonight.
And that's understandable. I knew you were voting for Billy or Jerry. That's what was in my head. Like, so I don't understand. I want to know why the rest of y'all want to like say like, let's stick to this. We'll get to final 5 and then decide that all of a sudden, like, I'm just a piece of trash floating. Like, I'm just a piece of trash. Like, someone explain this to me.
I will say from my perspective, I don't necessarily think you're like a piece of trash, but like the way I saw it is that Billy was a threat to a lot of people. And so when I talked to you, because we did talk, I asked you like, do you want to sit next to Billy in the end? And you said no. And I did try to give you like some hints. Like I asked you, do you actually think Michael is going tonight? Do you actually want Michael to go? And like try to hint towards the fact that there could be an alternate plan. And when you said like Billy, I will take Billy out final 4, I was like, oh God, Seb, I wanted to tell you, but
I just feel like I'm dead meat at this point because no one came to me because I agreed with Billy. Like, I heard nothing this round. Like, I was told like nothing. People, I'd be like, what is the plan? Oh, it's still Michael. It's still Michael. Tell me. Like, the whole point of Survivor is to be adaptable. And the fact that y'all are just being like, he was going to keep Billy no matter what is like the most one single thought plan I've ever heard in my life. Like, I understand y'all taking out Billy. He won those 3 things during touchy subject, but the fact that I wasn't involved and the fact that y'all think I was just gonna run Tim is kind of pissing me off. I need sleep. Have a good.
That seems like a good time to stop the recording.